Can a house cleaner really make you rich? Brandon Turner tells a story about how when he was a child, he had a childhood friend, and that friend's father ran a plumbing business. And he was expanding that business. And when Brandon went over to his friend's house, he would see this cleaning lady. And he would be like, "You have somebody clean your house? This doesn't, like, you're so rich, you have somebody clean your house. And you're too busy making money, you have somebody cleaning your house." And later on, Brandon realized that his thinking was off. That they didn't have a cleaning lady because they were rich. They were rich because they had a cleaning lady. What's that mean? Just think about that for a second. They didn't have a cleaning lady because they were rich. They were rich because they had a cleaning lady. Nuance and words there, but it's really powerful when you think about it. When you slow down and you look at it from a different angle. Because when I first heard that, it was many years ago, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. Let's dive deeper into it. What that story is really asking is, are you spending your time on the most valuable items in your life? You're spending the time on the most valuable items in your life. Is it your personal life? Is it your business life? But where are you spending your time, and what activities are you doing? Are you getting the most bang for your buck out of those activities? Some people order food. I have a friend of mine, he said the two biggest return on investments that he's ever seen from his money is hiring a cleaning service and hiring or ordering his food in. So he didn't have a personal chef, but he ordered his food in. So he would order pre-made food. And the time that those two activities saved him, he was able to use that time and go out there and create value for the marketplace. Think about this for a second. Where are the points in your life? Where's the resistance in your life? What are the sticking points in your life that are absorbing your time and taking away from you achieving your goals, achieving the life that you want? I was out splitting wood. How I decided to do this episode right here is I was out splitting wood. And I'm out there, and I have logs out there. So to split them, I have to go out there with a chainsaw. I have to cut those logs into 16 to 18-inch sections. And I got to take those logs and I have to split them. Sometimes they're really big, and I have to split them numerous times. I then put that into a pile. That pile has to get transported to where I'm physically stacking the wood. That wood has to get stacked. That takes a long time. It takes me about a day to do 2 cords of wood. Now, I enjoy doing that activity. I get enjoyment out of it. I actually use that activity as my mental reset. And there's a link right here somewhere on mental reset, on hitting the reset button. And I use that activity to completely withdraw me from the things that I focus on to create income. But is it the best time spent? It is, because it's a reset. But if I was just doing that because I needed the wood, it would not be the best time spent. Right? I could hire someone to split that wood, or even better, I could have split wood delivered. I'm rich because I have split wood delivered. I don't have split wood delivered because I'm rich. Where are you spending your time? Are you getting the biggest bang for your buck? Now, let's apply this to me specifically. The first time I used this was in real estate. You buy a house to flip, you buy a multifamily building, it doesn't really matter. I buy properties that need work. One of the criteria for me to buy a property is it has to have deferred maintenance. I have to go in and I have to be able to spruce the property up somehow. Do I have to put blacktop down for the parking lot? Does the house, the exterior, does it need paint? Is it vinyl siding? Does it need landscape and new shrubs, or I have to take shrubs out? Do I have to do actual apartment unit rehabs and turns on those apartments? That's where the value add is. I buy value add properties. In doing that, should I be the guy that's physically emptying the apartment out of all the trash and throwing it in the dumpster? Should I be the guy that's ripping out the shrubs in the front of the house and bringing them to the dumpster or bringing them to the dump? Is that the highest value ROI? Am I getting the biggest ROI for that labor? Or can I hire that labor out? Because I can do higher value things. Should I be spending my time cleaning out the garbage from the apartment, or should I be spending my time negotiating deals? Should I be spending my time building relationships with other investors, with other individuals, with other brokers, with finding financing, and spending my time finding financing to do the next deal? Should I be spending my time building that pipeline? Is that a skill set that's more valuable to my time? It's not that I'm not better than. I'm not better than you because you're cleaning out the apartment. I just have a different skill set. It's not beneath me to clean out the apartment. I've cleaned out plenty of apartments. I loaded a 15-yard dumpster once by myself in one day. Like just garbage pail after garbage pail after garbage pail after garbage pail. But that's when I had to do that grind. That's when I didn't have the capital to go out and hire another individual. I was just starting out. I had to push through. That's part of the grind, having grit and just getting it done. Sometimes that's what you have to do. And when you're first starting out and you can't afford, per se, you literally can't afford. Because a lot of people will say, I can't afford a cleaning lady, or I can't afford to hire somebody to clean out the apartment. Well, you want to know something? If you can't afford to hire somebody to clean out the apartment, then maybe that's not a good enough deal for you. That's part of my criteria, right? Part of my criteria is value add, and then part of my underwriting is I have to be able to bring a crew in to empty out of that apartment. Because while they're emptying out that apartment, I'm out there finding the next deal. I'm out there making a relationship at a bank to get financing, or I'm talking with a hard money lender at lunch, like whatever it may be. Are you doing the highest ROI for your time? The fire department. This is another great example. In the fire department, I was a fireman. The firemen have their kind of job. And then I got promoted to lieutenant. The lieutenant has their job. The captain has their job. The chief has their job. So as a lieutenant, I generally don't stretch hose. And people will see firemen like struggling to stretch the hose, and they'll see this guy like walk right by them. And to the guy on the sidewalk, like watching this, they're like, why isn't that fireman helping them stretch that hose? Why is he letting them fight with that hose themselves? Because that's their job. I get paid as a safety officer. I get paid to make a plan. I get paid to give direction. I get paid to make sure that those 5 guys on my back step are coming home at the end of the day, at the end of the tour. That's what I get paid for. I don't get paid to physically put the fire out. I get paid to give direction, and I get paid to make sure that we're actually making progress on the fire. The same thing as the chief. Now, the chief predominantly, well, there is one or two chiefs that do go into the building, but the chief predominantly stands on the outside of the building and takes another view. I've been in fires where I thought I was making headway on the fire, and the chief is standing outside ordering everybody out of the building. And you come out of the building and you're like, Chief, like, what's up? Like, why'd you pull us out? We were making progress in there. And then he says, look up. And you're like, holy shit. Thank God he pulled us out. But if that chief was in there making the push along the side of us, he'd never be able to see that. So he has the skill set of seeing the big picture. I have the skill set of just seeing that fire room in front of me. So are you spending your time doing the things that fit your skill set and that you're getting the biggest bang for your buck? And if you're not, then how can you be doing those things? If you're not, then maybe you're going through that grind with the plan of, on my next one, I'm going to work the deal so that I can hire the cleaning crew to come in. On the next one, I'm going to hire someone to lay the carpet instead of me laying the carpet, or whatever it may be. But think about it from the perspective of delegation. And yeah, I may be paying this person $50 an hour to clean the house, or I may be paying this electrician $100 an hour to run some wire and swap out some outlets. But I'm out there securing financing for my next deal, and that's actually going to make me much more money, it's a much higher return on my time than it would be if I was swapping out the outlet, or if I was painting the wall, or if I was laying the trim, whatever it may be. So think about in your life the activities you're doing, and then the ROI you're getting off those activities. Then make another list of the activities you could be doing that you're making the biggest ROI, and how can I do more of that? Guys, up here in the numerator, not down here in the denominator. Go out there and each and every day be unstoppable and crush life. Great to see you guys. Have a great day.